everybody, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to another video of One Tool a Week. If you're new to the channel, we take a look at tools every week. So if you love tools, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So what is it that we're going to be taking a look at this week? Well, I'm still going to be in the mood as far as safety equipment. So with that being said, one of the subscribers went ahead and requested a video, and that's going to be, let's go ahead and make a video on respirator masks. So the first respirator mask on the list, which more than likely everybody's run into, it's going to be this puppy right here. So this is going to be Tool Pro's dust and sanding respirator. So for all of you that aren't familiar with respirators, this one's just a basically half mask. It just works for your nose and your mouth, keeping dust particles, and it's gonna be for particulates, and it's gonna be disposable. So as far as NIOSHA, which stands for National Institute for Occupation Safety and Health, it's gonna fall under the criteria that it's meant for. Every mask that's in the video has a particular item that it's gonna be used for or is meant to be used for, and OSHA should go ahead and regulate all those within the United States. Out of the United States, it's their own safety. If you have safety or don't have safety, it is the wild wild west still out there. But as far as the US, and this is gonna fall under OSHA. Now this baby's gonna help protect against dust, pollen, certain pesticides, mist, welding fumes. Now this baby is approved for N95, meaning it blocks off 95% of very small particles up to 0.3 microns, free of oil. So anything up in the air like aerosols or items like that, it is not going to help protect. It will pass through the mask. Now you asked me, 95% of 0.3 microns is going to be almost nothing. So you're going to be using these as far as grinding, dusting all over, welding. Like I said, they're going to come in handy. Remember guys, safety is a very important subject, and you only live once, and nobody's going to take care of you unless you take care of yourself. So as far as grinding and all that, definitely recommend these. They're going to have little rubber go over your neck, behind your head, that way it holds it in. And if you don't know, there's a metal piece right here. You go ahead and bend it, that way it takes shape of your nose better and makes a better seal as far as face to skin. Notice I said face to skin, not long beards or anything. If you don't want to shave, that is your call, but as far as safety, it has to make a proper seal on your face skin. So it's also gonna have a nice little cushion right here. That way it's a little more comfortable when you're working long hours or multiple times out of the day. Now this baby is going to be the Tool Pro's dust sanding respirator. Like I said, it's going to come in a pack of 20 and it's going to be priced on Amazon for about $19. So again, this is going to be the first one. It's probably the lowest one as far as protection, but it does help at a certain amount, and anything's better than nothing. So this is going to be set right here. The next respirator, I just want to let y'all know, keep in mind the respirators do not supply oxygen when using in air purifying modes. Do not use when atmospheric containing less than 19.5% oxygen. Now to test that, of course, you'll probably have an air monitor or something depending on where you're at. If you're not familiar with an air monitor, it'll tell you how much percentage. Anything below 19.5, you have the possibility of fainting, losing muscle as far as get blurry and stuff. So keep that in mind. Also, too much oxygen could be very dangerous if you create spark or anything like that. For all you that don't know, pure oxygen is extremely flammable, so the higher levels of oxygen could be harmful also. So with that being said guys, the next mask we're going to be adding is this puppy right here. This is going to be the 3M half face piece 6200 dual cartridge mask respirator. So it's going to be reusable, which is also a neat thing. They're not a throwaway like this puppy right here. Now this puppy is going to be used for multiple pesticides, anhydrous ammonia, sorry if I didn't say that right, acid gases, dust, welding fumes, depending on the filters. We will get to that in a little bit. So of course this is going to be nice mask right here. It's going to come with nice pieces right here that extend, adjust to your face. 3M sells a small, medium, and large mask. That way it fits you. Again, this is going to be a rubber piece right here. That way it's more comfortable, and it's going to be built so you have a skin to mask contact, no beers. Also, you're supposed to get fitted for masks, so depending on your company or where you're at, get fitted. That way you're able to use a mask with the proper cartridges. Now, the cartridges are going to be replaceable as far as the filters, and again, I will show those in a bit, which is going to help you save in cost as far as not throwing away the mask. Now, this puppy on Amazon, you're going to be able to find it from $8.15 to $12.19. Now, it can be disassembled, clean, and reused. You have some rings right here that catch and make the proper seal. You can pull these out, clean them, decontaminate them, pull these puppies back here, and you could go ahead and pull out the little flaps right there. If you could, let me get a better seal. This little flap right here that seals the air. Also, you have 2 of them, and of course your exhaling point right here, which is underneath. You can go ahead and take apart this puppies right here from these 2 sections, pull this face and clean it off and disinfect it. Again, that's disinfected. Certain chemicals you cannot disinfect or get rid of, so at that point, go ahead and throw it away. So this is going to be the face mask that we add as far as half, and again, it's a 3M half face, and it's going to be a 6,200. So next up, let's talk about a little bit about cartridges that you're able to use this depending on what field you are. Now, there's different cartridges for different chemicals, for different situations, different dust particles, you name it. There's a cartridge out there. OSHA has it out there in their book, and there's certain protocols how to handle material or go about it. So with that being said, the first cartridge that we went ahead and are going to be using, and more than likely yourself will be using, it's going to be the Filters 3M 2091 particulate filters. Now, these are going to be a kind of like a pinkish, I really don't know, I guess it just looks like pinkish filters right here. Now, these are going to be the 2091s, like I said, 3Ms. One thing that I forgot to mention is that more than likely different masks have their own filters. So 3M makes their own filters because of 3 little prongs right here, how you twist off and connect them. So all you do is just connect it right there, twist it up, and as far as the next one, the same thing, twist it up, and there you go, you connect it. Now, these filters are going to be, like I said, particulate filters. They meet NIOSH P100 service test criteria. That means that the expectation is 99.97% efficiency on small particles, which is great. Like I said, if you're grinding, doing maybe you do some asbestos work, whatever the case is, you don't want to be breathing that stuff in, mess up your lungs. These are gonna work great, but again, every material has their way of being handled. So this is just a particular refer to your OSHA guidelines, how to approach it and how to remove certain items or go about the chemicals. So these are going to be some great filters if you're grinding, sanding, concrete, whatever the case is. This is going to be great. Maybe you don't want to smell certain stuff, allergies, whatever the case is. If your wife has allergies, go ahead and put some of these filters with half a face mask, and believe me, all her allergies will probably go away because no more pollens or whatever's getting in there is going to be affecting her. So those are some of the cartridges. Next cartridge that we have is going to be the 3M 6001 for Class 1 organic vapors. Now, these are going to be charcoal infused filters. They're going to be meant for like gasolines, paint thinners, painting, perfumes, plastics, etc. for petroleum base. Now, again, it's going to be a Class 1. You're going to notice that they're colored black. Every color has its own certain criteria it meets for OSHA. You have olive, you have so many out there. Make sure that, again, verify what they're used. So as you can tell, this is going to be a Class 1. Let me zoom in right here by the camera, get it a little better. There you go. So it's going to be a organic vapor Class 1. So That's gonna keep some particulates. Also guys, one thing I forgot to mention, I know 3M also sells another plastic cover right here that you could go ahead and now you could mount 2 filters in one. That way if you're trying to keep particles away and organic vapors, you could go ahead and do that. But with the next filter, you won't have to. So those are gonna be, let me go ahead and put this puppy right here, that way you can take a look at it. And it just twists on just like that, and now you have your organic vapor right here, and then you have your 2091 filter on the other side. So the next filter that's really common, and I forgot to mention, this organic filter is going to run you about $11.55. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that you will have to there's an hour or a period of time that you can use each filter before they're swapped out. So the next filter that went ahead and used, it's going to be, and these are probably the best ones that I myself use, is going to be 3M's 60925 filters right here. Now again, they're magenta, as you can tell. That's the color that I was trying. It's like a pinkish magenta color that goes with it, and you're gonna see that it's like a yellow code right here. So these puppies are gonna be meant for organic vapors, acid, gases, ammonias, methylene. I'm sorry, can't pronounce that word, guys. Formaldehyde and particulates. So these are also gonna be exceptional for the 99.97% particulate filters. And now these puppies, a pair is gonna run you for $16.98. Again, these are pretty much the same thing as these two combined. So again, whatever you're looking to do, every filter has its own criteria. Now, all these are gonna fit the half face mask. Now, let's say you want a little more protection than half the face mask, then you're gonna go ahead and grab yourself a full face dual cartridge reusable respirator right here. Now, of course, it comes in a little plastic. The 3M also comes in a reusable Ziploc bag. Go ahead and pull this puppy right here. As you can tell, this is going to be a full face mask, guys. It covers your whole face, your eyes, your nose, your respiratory system, which is going to include a whole lot more protection than just a half face mask. So a bunch of ammonia acids out there, or I'm sorry, ammonia chemicals, they affect your eyes, your lungs, your nose, your skin. This will probably work great if you're doing some refrigeration systems that work on ammonia. This is going to be also you could take it apart, O-rings, all the babies, and it comes all apart right here. Let me show you right there, and you can wash it, disinfect it, all the etc. above. Filters are going to fit also. Twist them on right there, and you're going to have a full protective respirator mask with the 3M filters right here. Now, this face mask is going to set you back at $83.50 or about $102.46 on Amazon, depending on what size you're getting and who you're buying them from. So again, guys, depending on what you're doing, safety is the key. If you're doing a lot of confined space or chemical usage, always take a look at what chemicals you're using. Confined space, make sure there's plenty of air, breathable airs, there's no chemicals down there. Test out everything. Safety is a must. Like I said, you only get one life here. You don't want to leave your family behind or anything like that for some reasons. Always know if you don't know what you're doing, then I highly suggest don't even try it. So that's gonna be our video, guys. If you have any questions, please leave your comments below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Also, if y'all have more intake on different filters that you might use out there, please go ahead and leave your comments below. I also know that OSHA requires you to have filtration system or vacuums now whenever you're creating dust, hammer drilling, chipping, whatever the case is. There is absolutely almost no dust allowed in construction sites. So this is also going to help your lungs. For yourself, of course, nobody else is going to take care of yourself but yourself. So as always, guys, thanks for watching One Tool a Week, guys.